Hi everyone, just let me know if I'm audible. Just wait for few more minutes, and then we will start. Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about HashMap and set. So meanwhile, if you know anything about HashMap or set, just let me know. So I will have an idea how much you know, and I will start accordingly. Today's topic is HashMap and set. So if you know anything, just let me know. It's okay. It's okay. We will start from very beginning. I also gave you some problem yesterday related to that. Like if you have, we will discuss it a bit and we will move to the HASPA concept. Exactly. Set is an, you can say it is an array, but it's not exactly like an array. It's like stored in some different way. And, but yeah, it's true that which element doesn't repeat. That's a basic condition of set. Good. No, HashMap isn't a user-defined data type. It's like it's inbuilt. It's like a pair. I will explain you in detail, but exactly HashMaps have a key value pair. Correct. Don't worry about attendance. Just mark. We'll float the Google from today. Just mark your attendance in that. Just wait for one more minute. Then we will start, or just wait for a few of your friends to come. Then we'll start. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, just let me know. Just let me know your college, from which college you are, or what kind of company are you targeting, which role. Yeah, it will be available on YouTube. Don't worry, you can watch it. But being in live is an advantage that you can ask for queries here, and I will be addressing that too. Okay, good. See, the problem that we are solving for 5 days, we won't be like I'm giving you the perspective, thinking how to think. Like at each point, you will have to like what are the possibilities, reject some possibilities on the basis of some condition, and then just go forward. Here we are like to have an idea how to solve the problem. It's not enough, but it will be like you can solve the problem. You can solve a lot of problem. Today's topic is HashMap and set, but we will be starting where we left yesterday. Yesterday, some question was left now, so we'll be starting from there. Only. So let's solve it. Yeah. So this problem was there. We haven't solved this problem yesterday, so we will start from here only. Like all of you tried this question. Did all of you tried these questions? This one, I'm saying this one, this question. So I will explain you the question briefly if you have any problem in understanding these questions. So this question says that you are given an array. The array is like this. And for this array, there will be subarray. Like suppose this could be a subarray. This could also be a subarray of size 2. This subarray could be of size 1. This could also be a subarray. So there will be many possibilities of subarray, right? And there will be some element like at this position, there will be some element, this position, this position, this position. So this subarray will have some sum. Will have some sum. Sum will be the sum of all the element in this subarray, right? So you have to find such subarray such that the sum is maximum. Like there will be some sum of this subarray, there will be some sum of this subarray, there will be some sum of this subarray. So you have to find the maximum sum possible for this array. Like there will be many subarray. You have to find out, you have to tell me what is the maximum sum that you can get from this subarray. And you one thing you need to make sure that you can't take some subarray, some element like this and some element from here. Like it should be contiguous, whatever subarray you are taking. Like it shouldn't be like I take one element from here and next two element from here. It wouldn't be like this. It should be contiguous. So if you are taking this should be like this. Otherwise, if you're taking this, it should be like this. So did you understood the question? Subarray is nothing but a part of an array, which is a contiguous in this case. So suppose this is an array. So subarray of this will be this part, like any part. This will be a subarray. A single element is also a subarray. Suppose it's of size 3, then of size 1, size 2 could be like this is also subarray. This is starting from this position to this position is subarray. Starting from this position to this position is subarray. Similarly for this, for size 3, from this to this, for size like this is also subarray. This is also subarray. Like there is many possibilities, n square possibilities of subarray. See, one of you have suggesting the solution using sorting, but when you sort it now, it takes time complexity of n log n. So it like it defeats the whole purpose. That is a solution, I agree, but you can't just move on with that because The solution which I'm going to discuss is of linear complexity, is of n. And when we use sorting, then it will be like O of n square. O of, sorry, n log n. Because we will be using merge sort or inbuilt sort even, that is n log n. So we want to improve the timing, because sometime in the online assessment this might work, but interviewer might ask you to give a linear solution. In that case, you will fail. So yesterday I told you to like in this we are going to use the cadence algorithm. There is a cadence algorithm for this specialized problem, and that is very important. Exactly. So we will see some of the observations. Okay. So let's see. This is a summary. A summary is given to us. This is a summary, contains some element. Okay. This is also a summary. And now we will see, is it beneficial to merge these two summary? Suppose this summary sum is x, and whatever this summary sum will be something. Okay. So we need to figure it out. Is it beneficial to merge these two summary to make a single summary such that the sum is maximized? Is it possible? So what could be the condition for this? This sum would be negative, positive, or if it is zero, there isn't any point of adding. So when it is negative, and when we are adding some value like negative value, when we merge them, then it will be like negative value plus x, which will be less than x. It means that we are worsening our answer. Right now, we have x as a subarray sum. And if we are adding this negative element, it means that we are decreasing it. So there isn't any point of adding. We will be rejecting this negative. We will be rejecting this in this case. Okay. And other choice we have is like if this is positive, if this is positive. So if this is positive, it would be like we are adding a positive number to x, which will be ultimately greater than x, right? So it means that we are improving our answer. We are getting a sum which is greater than x, which is greater than our current sum. In this case, it will be beneficial to merge these two segment into one this, because we are getting a better solution, which is x plus some positive value, right? So yeah, so this is so what observation we made up to now. If the previous summary is negative, we will be rejecting it. If it is positive, we will be considering it. This will improve our answer. Okay, this is our current observation. So let's move on. This we are going to use in our program. So suppose that I am at this index. Okay, I'm in this index I. So what could be the possibility? There will be some summary from this position. Okay, there is a for this element. The possibility is that I can. This is a single element summary, which is equal to vi. The element at this position is vi. V is a vector I. Okay, so what could be the possibilities? We can take it like this vi, the x, and this could be positive, negative. And we understood it right now that if this value would be positive, we will be adding it to this value. Otherwise, we will be rejecting. If it is negative, then in this case it will be adding. If it is negative, we will be rejecting these values. So this observation we will be doing. So let's define a variable current sum. let's define a variable current sum which denotes the sum of the previous subarray, the back subarray, and this will be the current element. And this, if we are merging these two elements, the current sum will denote the sum of this merged one. Otherwise, if we aren't merging, then in the case like if it is negative, then we will be having current sum equal to only the sum of this, because just we have understood if it is negative, we are just moving on with this because this will worsen our answer. Otherwise, if it is positive, we will be merging these two to one. So what could be the condition? Let's go to the condition of code. If it's like, we will go with pseudocode. If current sum, that is this previous sum value, if it is positive, then what should be? Then current sum plus is equal to vi. We will be adding this current element in the current sum. This is the positive. Else, if it is negative, then our current sum will be only equal to vi. Okay, so just let me know if you have understood this question up to now, up to whatever I explained. Otherwise, I will explain if you have any doubt. Okay, let's move forward. If you have any doubt later, we will see it. Okay, so we saw the pseudocode. Let's code it. So we have an array, right? Let's take int. Int represent the size of the vector, and let's take input as int. Okay. Now let's declare the vector which I understood yesterday. Operator type in vn. Vn is the name of the vector. Okay. Now take input from the user using for loop, because for vector we have to take n inputs. C J. Here we are taking the inputs. Now we took the input. Now we need to define the variable, that is a current sum. Current sum initially will be the equal to the first element. It will be first element because C. This will be initially we have this as our current sum. This will be our current sum because we have to start from somewhere. We are taking this as an element, and we will be starting for loop from this position, and we will see if we have to add this position to this current sum, or we have to reject it on the basis that if it is positive, we will be adding it. Otherwise, we will be removing it. Okay. So, and we will be defining a maximum variable too. Maximum will denote the maximum current sum we have so far. So as I told, we will be starting the for loop from j is equal to 1 to, let it be I is equal to 1 to I less than n plus plus, and then we will check if current sum value. If current sum is greater than 0, insert this one. This is the condition. If current sum is greater than 0, we have to add, like, if current sum is positive, if this value is positive, if this value is positive, we will be adding it with the current element. If this value is negative, we will be leaving this, and current sum will just only be my vi. Okay, so let's go. So since this is positive in this case, we will be adding current sum is equal to current sum plus vi, and else condition which will be true when current sum is negative. So in that condition, my current sum is equal to vi. And for all these current sum is the possibilities of subarray, we have to take the maximum. Maximum will be the max of maximum and current sum. It will take the maximum of all subarray values. Maximum. This is a max is an inbuilt function in C++, which is used to find the maximum of these two elements. This whatever the maximum it will be from, it will return the maximum. Okay, so this is used to find the maximum values from all subarray possibilities. And at the end, we can just print our answer. It will be like max subarray value, max subarray value. Okay, let's see if it runs or it gives any error. We will see. If let's take the same input that we have used in our slide. It's like -2 1. It's a 9 element. 9 -2 1 2 sorry 3 -3 -4 1 Okay, so these are the 9 elements. Let's see what is the answer that we are getting, or if we are getting some errors. See, maximum subarray is 6 we are getting. We can check it for others out input too. Just let me know if you have any doubt here. Otherwise, I will move to the next question. No worry, no worry. See, if vi is less than 0, this value, it doesn't matter what is this value. Whatever, if you are adding some negative value to this number, it's like it is worsening the answer. Suppose it's -5. X is -5. Okay. For the time being, let's see, X is wait, let me load again. So for the time being, wait. So if suppose X value is -5, so if you are adding a negative value -3 to 5, it is definitely worsening our answer. It won't be like greater than -5. You have current. It's the in -3, it will be -8 or something, which is worsening our answer, which is beneficial because you have something answer better, which is 5. So why you will do this? I guess Achilles, this is clear. Don't worry, like if whatever this value be, doesn't matter. If you are adding some negative value to this value, this will decrease the value. If something is positive, let's add it. We are just incrementing this value, so it's always beneficial. So let's move to the next question for the time being. And but still, if you have any doubt, just let me know. Okay? Like, did all of you solve this question? This question. No, see, if all the element in this code is negative, how could answer be 0? Let's see. -1, if we are taking only 5 element, and -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So it should be the maximum subarray, which is equal to -1. See, you are getting -1, not 0. getting -1 because if you add something to this number, it will like worsen your answer. So it's better give the maximum value. Just single element could be subtracted to. I hope this clears it out. Exactly. You see, yeah, you're correct. Current sum is equal to max of vi and current sum plus vi. This is what I was doing, but in order to just simplify the code, I wrote it like this. Correct. Okay, so let's move to the next problem. So next problem is that you are given an array nums, and in that nums you have to rotate it right by k steps. So what does it mean? K will be non-negative for sure. So look, this suppose this is an array you are given, okay, and k is equal to 3. You have to shift each element to right by k position. Okay, so let me explain here. So you are given this. This is an array. Some element will be there. So suppose A is there, B is here, C is here, and a value K is given to you initially. And you have to shift this array to right by K position. So what does it mean? If K is equal to 3, okay? If K is equal to 3, so what should it do? It's like A should come at right by 3 place, B should be placed here, C should be placed here. It should be like this. And for the element in the end, what should it? Suppose some element will be there, definitely will be there. So it will go one position to here, and then next position of it will be in the beginning here, and next position 3 will be at this place. So you have to rotate it like this. Did you understood the question? So do you have any idea how you will be solving this? Just let me know if you have some idea. Otherwise, I will proceed. Okay, let's start. So see, you have an array. Just go by basic. You have this array. Sorry. Uh, man. You have this array. Okay. So if some element is at this position, for suppose this is ith position, it has to be shifted. It has to be shifted to some new index. So what will be? So if we have to shift it to the right, then suppose if k is equal to 1, then this new index should be this. If k is equal to 2, the new index should be this. So there will be new index where it will be placed, seen, right? New index will be there. So what will be new index? New index is equal to current index. This is a current index of this element. And you have to add k. This will be like if k is equal to 1, this element will be placed just after this k plus 1 at I plus 1. Sorry. If k is equal to 2, this element will be placed at this position at I plus 2. Okay, so this is what. But for the element in the last, for suppose for this element, if you add I plus 2, it will go at this position, which isn't there. And if you have studied that accessing such index will result in a runtime error, it will give an error. So what should we do? So we can do one thing. It will be like nth position, right? This is n minus 2. This is n minus 2 position. This is n minus 1 position, right? And this is nth position. So it will be like whatever it is exceeding from this position, here it would be come here, here, here. Just divide this by mod. Take a mod. Mod means take a remainder with n. So suppose if it is coming here at second position, so when you take a mod, it will be like it is getting shifted back from here in the beginning. So new index will be I plus k mod n. I hope you understood the logic. Like just take here an example. Okay? It will get more better. Suppose you are at this index and k is equal to and k is equal to 3. So it's like we will be getting something here. This is the end. This is the end of this array. So 3 is like you need to go here. So it will be like n minus 2, n minus 1, n plus 1, right? And this index that where new index will be equal to n plus 1 according to our calculation, right? According to this calculation, this will be, but such index doesn't exist. So our new index, so our new index will be so our so our new index in this case n plus 1 n plus 1 mod, sorry for the pen, and mod n. So this value will be n. So this value is, sorry, this value will be 1. So we need to place it at this index, right? This is 1, like this is 0th position, this is 1th position. So we'll be placing this element at this position. Okay. So I think the logic is clear. And if it's not clear, just let me know. Okay, okay, just I will explain. So let's see, the array is given to you. Okay, so for this, if you are currently at this index I, you can go right, you have to go right to the k. So your new index will be I plus k. Up to this, I guess you must not have any doubt. Like it's simple, you are just going right. Okay, but still if you have any doubt, just let me know. I'll explain. So this new index will be equal to I plus k, right? Now, in some cases, so suppose if I is at to the right at this place, in which if we add k to it, it will exceed like at right, which is like out of bound of this array. In that case, it will return error. In that case, like it should come to the front. For that to make it come to the front, we are just taking a mod with n. I plus k mod n. This is what we will be taking out here. Okay. Because we want to shift right one to the left to the beginning. So that's what I'm doing this. So let's see how can we can code. So this will be similar. We'll be taking the size of a vector n as an input from the user, and we will be declaring a vector v, and then we will have this for loop in order to take the element of this vector. Okay, now we need to remove this. Okay, so let's go. So we need to take input k2, right? The key by which we have to set. Let's take that to be input. So now let's make a vector that will be our answer of size a and b, because it will contain all element of input. Now for run a for loop again. J is equal to 0 to j less than n j plus plus. Then we will have a new index. Let's define a variable new index. What will be new index? The current index plus k mod n, right? Mod n, and in a new index, in answer, the current element will be placed at new index. The current element which we have here will going to be placed at new index. Like this will be the new index. This is the current element vi, which is going to place at new index, which is defined by I plus k mod n. Okay, so let's see. We're printing if it is working fine or not. Otherwise, you will see it's the error. Here we will be printing original array. Okay. Let's see. Time being, let's see the size of an array to be 5 and k equal to 3 and array element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see if it gave. Okay, it is giving an error saying that VR is not okay. We have declared j as an in the for loop, and here I'm writing I. That's why it is giving an error. Again, it is showing some error at which point? Your original array. Here I missed a semicolon. Okay, let's try to remove this. See, now it is working. This one is going at this uh, third position, 2 is going to the end, and 3 after moving to the right, it is extending the size, so it came to the front, 4 to the second position, and 5 to the third position. So I hope this code is clear to all of you. No, we are not changing in place. We can do that too, but that will be complex for this level. No? We are not doing in place. We are just making a new array. Doing in place, like we need to do some other operation, which I can tell you, but like it will be difficult to go with the flow of this right now. Okay. Okay, let's see one more input. So let's Shifted, like see, if we shift it by 5, it's like complete rotation, so it will be same. So 1 2 3 4 5, if I take this, it will be, it should be same ideally. See, it is same. Or let it be 1, or let it be 1, then 1 2 3 4 5. It should be shifted by 1. Yeah, just see if it works with 0 or it is failing that it case. Yeah, it's working fine with 0 too. So if you have any, if you haven't understood anything, just let me know. See, if we modify the original array, then it will be like, see, it will be like, if you modify the original array, this is your array, right? If you modify it, then you will be placing, if you are at this index, you will be placing this element right here. Okay, so whatever original element you have at this place, which is yet to be shifted to the right, is deleted. Like you replace this element with the previous element. So the element that you have, you lost this element, you can't work with this. So there is some other way, like you can define a big number like 10 to the power 9 or something, you can just multiply it that. So that is a way to store two number at the same index. That is a bit difficult, but like we can do that too. I hope you understood this. This code is pretty simple. Okay, let's move to the next problem. This is a pretty simple. This is a very simple problem. Like you are given an array containing number, n distinct number in the range 0 to n, and some a number is missing. You have to find out that number. It's just a mathematical problem. So let's see about this problem. If you have any doubt, like you are given number from 0 to n and in this array, and some of the number will be missing. Okay, some means only one number will be missing, definitely. Like you have a range from 0 to n, range given is 0 to n, and so this contain n plus one number, right? You have n plus one number, but in this array is of size n, so there will be one number which will be missing. So how can you find this number? Just let me know in the comment if you have any solution. This is a very quick, this is just a mathematical problem. I can give you a hint that you can use the formula of the sum of integer from 1 to n, sum of sorry, natural number up to n. Yeah, exactly. The question is that some of you are asking the question. Question is that you are given a number, okay? You are given an array that contains integer from 0 to n in the range. Like each number is exactly once, and it contains only n number, but the possibilities of n plus one number. So some number will be missing. So you have to find that missing number. For example, let's go here. Here the size is 2. Okay, n equal to size. Here 2 is missing, so you have to return 2. Like 0 is there, 1 is there, and up to n 0 to 2, which element is not there, 2 is not there, so you have to return 2. See, so some of you have quantified it correctly. Exactly, exactly, it's a simple problem. Okay, so you know the total value total value, that will be equal to n plus 1 by 2. Okay, n into n plus 1 by 2, and you can find the sum of all these elements, like sum of all these elements, and you can just subtract this total minus sum to find the missing element. To find the miss element, you can, I'm sorry, in order to find this missing element, you can just write total minus total minus the sum values. This is pretty simple, so just let's code it. So have this n, again we need to take n as an input factor. We are taking n numbers as an input here. Then we're defining read and answer variables, remove from here. So we know total will be equal to n into n plus 1 by 2, right? N into n plus 1 by 2. And let's define a variable sum that denotes the sum of element in the array. And let's run a for loop and to get the sum values of this. Okay. And then missing number, and missing number sum minus, sorry, total minus sum. Right? So let's see if it works or if it gives some error. So we need to define it like size of the file and let we forget 1. Okay, so let's see 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it return? Yeah, it's giving missing number is 1. Correct. Let me see if I can do something else. I can write all 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The missing number is 5. It should return 5. Yeah, it's coming. Let me write 0. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, it should return 0. Yeah, we're getting 0. So I hope you understood this. See, if array size of an array is n plus 1, then how can an element be missing? Some element might be there, but there could be the possibilities that one element is getting repeated twice. So like some element is missing and one element is getting repeated twice. So in that case, we will be using this sum of squares formula and sum of squares formula, and then we will be using the mathematical formula to derive it. Yeah, you're correct. But the question will be like some element is missing and one number is repeating. So yeah, logic is quite simple. Just you apply it on your own. Without applying it, you won't understand. Yeah, you are right. If array value is bigger, like if it is 10 to the power 5 or 10 to the power 62, you need to do typecasting. And typecasting, like it's better always if you're working with high number, bigger number, it's always to define it like long int or something. You can go with long int. But just to make you understand here, I'm using integer. Okay. The range of int is 10 raised to the power 9 only. So if the number is bigger, if it is 10 to the power 9, so this sum will go to 10 to the power 18, which will exceed. This will be to some negative numbers, no random number. Okay. So the range of long int is up to 10 to the power 18. So you can just use this. see if repeat number occurs. Okay, just see if some number is repeating n+1 and a number is missing from, like, if it contain only number from wait, what is happening with the pen? But see if so, if this is an array, if some element is repeating, so what could be? So let the missing number is m, okay, and let the repeating number be r. So in the number 1, 2, 3 to n, okay, to n, you know the sum value that we have here, that we will have here by using a for loop and running the present sum values of all. Okay, this sum value, this will be like this sum, a number will be missing the sum, this we know the sum value of this, we know the sum value of this is n into n+1 by 2. We need to remove this n sum from here, and we need to add the repeating number because that number is getting repeated twice. So this will be our current sum value. Okay, so this is, we have two variable and up to now we have only one equation. We will go with one more thing, is that square of all this number, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square to n square, that will be n into n+1 into n+2 by 6. We know the sum of that number. Okay, again we can just remove this m square from here. Okay, m square, because that number is missing from this number. Okay, it is getting added, so we need to remove it. It's getting added in the formula, and we need to add this r square, and we will define some other variable that calculate the square sum. Okay, in this way you can just, it's like a minus b, you can just remove, you can just put this variable to the right hand side by removing, you know this value, right? RHS value, you will just subtract, this value, just subtract it, and here is like a square minus b square formula. You can just break it down, a minus b into a plus b, and you have values of a minus b from this place, so just put the values, you will get a plus b. So in the end you have a minus b is equal to some values. Okay, a minus b is equal to some values, and a plus b is equal to some values. Instead of a plus b, it's like m minus r and m plus r. Okay, then it's like two equation, two variable. Just use it to find the missing and remaining number. Okay, missing and repeating number. Okay, so now we have one more problem, but we will discuss it tomorrow. And let's move on to the our today's topic. Okay, so the topic for today is HashMap and set. So topic for today is HashMap and set. So just so topic for today is HashMap and set. So what does HashMap is? HashMap is like a map. It is like pointer that you will be pointing. You will have some value, and in that, like, you will have a key and the value. So let me explain it using. Let me go here and explain here. So it will be like you have some value, right? You will have some value here, like a map is just like a container, like it will be mapping from this value. Suppose it's 1, the 1 is mapped to let it be a. sorry, this A, sorry, it's not working. So we have this. This is suppose map to A. This is mapped to some variable A. This is B. This is 2. This is mapped to some variable B here. Okay. So it's like you have to map, like when you have some word, you have to type the frequency. It could be anything, it could be a string. So like if it is Abhinav or something, you can just Abhinav is pointing to, is mapping to some other variable, C A B C D, you can do it like two. So the syntax of map is quite simple. The syntax is like map and then followed by the first, this the data type of this one. Okay, so that will be an integer. So this is an integer, right? And if the data type of this, if the data type of this, but if the data type of this is also an integer, we'll be writing an integer here too. Okay, and then the name of the map, like MP or something. Okay, so let's go and let's see the code. So syntax of map is like just write map in int. This the value and this the pair. So wait, I have something to show you here. So it's HashMap is like a key value pair. Like you have some key, this is a key, there is some hash function, and correspondingly you will have a value like index 0, this value, and there will be some values corresponding to every key value. This key value will have some value, and this value will have some value. Okay, so let's see it by coding. Map int, let the name be u or be mp. Okay, mp is the name of this map. So when we have to insert some element in the map, so like one, we are inserting one. So this, so what does it mean? You are inserting one in this map which is pointing to two, like one is pointing to two, and again map 2 could be point to 3, anything map 11 can point to 99 or something. Okay, so this is how map. But see, when you, this is like inserting an element in the map, but when you want to delete an element from the map, you can delete it too by deleting, like you have inserted it here, right? Now you have to delete it. So for delete, you can use the function erase one. Now the one is has been erased. Okay, so here we have inserted one. So let's see what is the values of, if you want to uh, find the values corresponding to some pair, you have to just write it this like this, and this is how it should return. And this should return some value. Okay, let's see if it works or not. This is not needed here. Okay, let's comment it down. Yeah, see, it is returning 2 because we are mapping 1 to 2. Okay, so this is how it is working. And after that, if we, now here we erase one from the map. So map is in the map, one is not there. So let's see by printing what does it returns now. Okay, let's see. It's 0. So in by default, if element is not there in the map, it returns 0. Okay, it by default it adds 0 to that number. Okay, so if you have any doubt, let me know. Yeah, I will come to the difference between set and HashMap. Up to now, just tell me if you have understood this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the set now. See, set is nothing. See now here why we use HashMap. See, yesterday when we are trying to find some element in the when you have to find some element in an array, HashMap provide the login operation. You have to consult some element is there or not in login, while otherwise you need to traverse it completely to find that element. So we are decreasing the time complexity from linear to login, which is a lot. Here the element are stored in an efficient way, like it is stored internally using hash function, and a linked list is used internally to store this. And we will see those things later. So the next question is, what is a set? Set is also a data structure which is stored unique element. This is important. It stores unique element, and it allows fast insertion, deletion, and lookup. Means if you want to find if some element is there or not. Okay. So what is a set? Let's see here. In the mathematics, we understood there is some set like bucket in which some element is there, right? Some element is there. So it's like suppose you have a variable integer a which you want to insert it inside. So you can insert it inside. So suppose let you insert it inside. Okay. Then you get some variable you want to insert some number b. You inserted b. You insert c. All these are different. But again a came and it want to get it inserted. It want to get into the set. Then it's like it can't repeat. All the element inside the set will be unique. So when you insert it, the number of a inside will be one only. Not like a will become two. It's like one. You can add 10, 15 times a, but the number will be of a will be one. So there is one extension of this. We have multi-set. We have multi-set. Okay, we have multi-set that count like whatever number of time we are inserting an element, it will get counted. Like if you are inserted two times a, it will be counted two times. But for the time being, we are just learning. Just keep focus on set. Okay, so let's go to the syntax. Syntax is pretty simple. This was for the map. So let's go. Set is defined in this like set, right, int, the data type, the kind of type you are storing in this. Okay, so it could be string, float, long, anything, whatever you want. Okay, for the timing, I'm setting integer in this set, and the name of set is st. Okay, so when you want to insert some element in the set, you can use the function insert. The set name st that I have declared here. Okay, st dot insert. Let's insert one in this st dot insert two. Okay, these two element is there. Now we want to check if there is a function count which tells us the number of occurrence of this. Since it's a set, the number will, if element is present, it will be one, otherwise it will be zero. So let's see, print by printing the count of set dot count. In this set, count the occurrence of one. In this set, count the occurrence of one, which we have inserted here. So it should come one. Okay. And then, okay, let's see what is it return. It is one. See, you are getting one. It means that one is there. If you do it for two, it will again be one. Okay, let's see. Let's see, insert two again. Insert two again. Let's see what happens. Like you are inserting two times in this set, but when you are in the end counting the occurrence of two, it's two only. Okay, so it's one only. So it's like it's store only unique number of time. And when you want to go in the internal of this, it's stored in the form of a red black tree. which is again the complex thing. We will note that thing later. Okay. Okay. So now, if you want to erase some element in this set, so you can use the function set dot erase. And suppose you want to erase one, you erase one. This function is is erasing one, and now in set dot count one, it see what does it print. One is not there in the set now. Okay, so it should print ideally it should print zero because we deleted one. Okay, you are getting two. Now say two. Now you might have think you inserted two twice so that if we deleted two one times only, then one the count of two should be now equal to one. Okay, but still it won't be there. Zero, you know. Yeah. So I hope this is uh I hope you understood this. Just let me know in the comment section quickly so that I can understand. I can move next to the difference between set. See, there isn't any there are two different data structure. They aren't similar, so they are you have different use cases. So when you get problems like have something uniqueness or frequencies, then you can go with set. Otherwise, you can go with this map. See, one more thing is there in the set. The element are arranged in like stored in a arranged order, like increasing order. So for the time being, let's not erase it. Insert two here. I want to show you one more thing. Okay? Insert three here. Okay, let's delete it. And when you want to find the smallest element in the set, you can use the pointer. There is a concept called pointer in which st dot begin. You can just I will just show you this. It's not necessary. This will tell you the smallest element in this set. You are getting one is the smallest element. If you write it r begin, then it will tell you the largest element. R begin is reverse begin. Three. Okay, yeah, I'm getting it. Hope it is clear. And there isn't anything that different. There are two different. These are two different data structure. You know? So let's move on to the PPT. Set is again why should we use? It's like fast operation, insertion, deletion, lookup is very fast, syntax is very clear, it's like uniqueness is guaranteed, and it will be beneficial to use it in the case like when we have to count the frequencies and membership check. You know, comparison has map in this way store key value pair. In set we store it as an store element, unique element in hash map. Like, and unordered set is like nothing. It's different, but in some cases it can um, put you in some trouble because there might be some cases of map collision. So like similar, just use set instead of this. Okay. So now we can move to the problem section. We can solve some problem. So let's give it a try if we can solve this problem. Otherwise, we can solve this problem tomorrow. Let me give an hint to you or just try it. So problem says that you are given two string. Okay. The first string is that S and T, and you have to write a functions to determine if T is an anagram of S or not. So what does it mean by anagram? Two string are anagram if they contain same character with same frequencies. Okay, so here we have listen and silent. So let's go here. You have listen. Listen and silent. You have listen and now you have silent. So when you rephrase the word of listen, you can get silent, right? Like L is there, I is there in this, S is there, T in there, T is there, E is there, and N is there. Like when you rephrase this word, if you can get the other string, it means that both are anagram of each other's. Okay. I hope this is clear to you how what is an anagram. So suppose if you have a string A, B, C, and this is suppose S, and we have T as A, B, B, C. So can you tell me if these two strings are anagram or not quickly? Just let me know. Yeah, good. It's not an anagram. See, for anagram, it's not like all characters same. The frequency of each character should be same too. Because this A here is getting repeated two times, and here it's one time. B is one time, B is two times. So this is definitely not an anagram. So can you tell me an approach how we can solve this problem to find if given two string is an anagram or not? See, one hint is there with you since we are learning HashMap and set. So definitely we are going to use it HashMap and set only. So, see, I told you just before, the map is also used to store the frequency of each and every element. So what we can do, we can make a map corresponding to store the count of each character of this string. We can make a map to store the count of each character of this string. And in the end, we will be matching for each character if the count of these two strings are equal or not. So let's see, let's code. So let's go. We will have to string S, uh, string S and T. Let's take in string C in S from the users and T2 from the users. Okay. Then we have this. We will make a map of character to int. This character to int because we will be the key value here will be character of string and integer will be the frequency. So count 1. This will contain the frequency of first, map, then char int count 2. This will contain the frequency of 2. So this is how it will work. Now we will go to the first string j less than s dot length, the length of a string to j plus plus. Then count one sj. Sj is like we are accessing the jth character of string s and we are writing plus plus, means that whatever the count we have before, we will be writing plus 1 to that. Okay, count it should be 1, okay, because we are doing it for s. Similarly, we will do the same for this 2 for string t, right? Here it should be t. Okay. Then in the end, we need to decide one observation we need to make. Good observation is that if the size of these two s and t is different, okay, if size of s and size of t is not equal, it is not possible. See, if the number of characters is not different, is not same number of characters, then how it could be possible? So we can just say it like this is not possible. So we can say it's false. It couldn't be an anagram. So we can make the condition in the top only if this condition is getting satisfied. Otherwise, if condition satisfied, assuming that both are of same length, then we are going down and we will be running a for loop for int j is equal to 0 to j less than s dot length j plus plus, and for each character, if count 1 of sj is not equal to count 2 of tj, right? It means that our answer is false. Let's define a variable bool answer is equal to true. Up to now the answer is true, but if this condition is true, what does it mean? The count of some character sj, the frequency of some character in sj is not equal to the frequency of some character. Okay, let it be sj only. Okay, sj. See, it means that we got some character in s string and count is the frequency of that string. For the same character in t string, what is the frequency? If it is not equal to same, if it is not same, then it means that we don't have an answer. It's not true. It's not the frequency. It's not same, right? Again, I will repeat, like sj is a character in s string and count 1 is the frequency of that sj in this s string. For the same character, what is the frequency in t? It should be same, isn't it? If it is an anagram, if it is the same, if it is not same, this condition is true. Only if it is not same, then answer is false. We will take this loop. Okay, so the out is anagram. Answer. Okay, wait, like if answer is true, it means that it is an anagram. If answer is not true, it means that it is not an anagram. Okay. So let's run and see. Okay, wait. We haven't added anything. We haven't inserted any input here. Okay. So we have to insert string s. So let it be silent. Okay, the string second is listen. Let's see. It is an I anagram. It is saying some error is there. Character in does not provide call operator. Okay, sorry. This the syntax of this is wrong. It is like this. Square bracket. Yeah, it is an anagram. Yeah, we are getting it is an anagram. It is an anagram. So that is correct. And let's see for the second example. A B B C. Let's see what does it is not an anagram, right? So it is not an anagram we are getting. So if you have any query up to now, just let me know, or if you want me to use it for some your own string, then tell me to. This is also considering the case when the size of this is different, like the size of first string is 4 and the size of second string is 5. In this, it is not an anagram. See, we're getting that, right? It will be like this. This isn't an anagram. Yeah. No. See, it shouldn't be TJ because we got some character in first string, and if it is different, then like it should be different. It could be anything. See, some position in J can be A at the same position in T. It could be some other like B. It could be something different. So what matters is like it could be shuffled. But what matters that whatever suppose we have some string here, we have some character A here, and we have to we have to see the frequency of same character A in the next string. If it is same, then it is an anagram for all. First, I think you should understood now, but let me know if you still have doubt. Let's see, we have to go for the same character. We can't go like at this position, the character could be different, this and this too, if we consider it TJ. Okay. So just let me know if you have some doubt. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session and we will be sending you the PPTs and all. You can just go with the practice problem. Yeah, okay. We'll send you the PPT and this all. Like if you have any problem, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. Okay then. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.